Hey there, welcome to or back to my channel. It's starting to get a little chilly here on Islandland, so I've started working on a few different winter themed areas and updating some things, but that's not what this video is on. Let's go this way to check it out. Up this new incline over here is a path that leads to the museum area I've been working on. I'm super excited to show it off. I've been working really hard. A couple things on this little path leading up to it might change in the future. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I really like the direction it's going in. I just might add a few fossils and other little things. Regardless, I think it's a great lead up to this museum over here. I've seen on Pinterest and a few other places people using graveyards around their museums, and I always thought it looked so cool and the museum fits so perfect. I think mine came out pretty cute. I call it a Musoleum. You get it? Mausoleum museum. I'm just gonna show you how it's made. The first thing I needed to do was terraform this first level back here. I knew I had a bunch of empty space on the back right corner of my island, so I just decided to fill in pretty much most of it. I had a really good idea of kind of how I wanted everything set up and knew I needed ample room for it, so I started there. Before building up the next level, I went ahead and placed some paths where I wanted the building and everything to go. I was going for symmetry, so I wanted to try to make sure I was getting an even amount of cliffs on each side and enough room to place everything. As you can see, I ended up keeping at least one of the paths up, so I knew exactly where to place the building once this level was built. Even with how hard I tried for symmetry, I still noticed once I was putting the building up that my cliffs were still not aligned evenly. Don't worry, I fixed this once I started putting fences in. Speaking of the fences, I decided on the iron and stone and hedges because I think they look so good together layered like this. I then placed my staircase and did a little bit more landscaping and planning things out, spacing my gravestones, and then I had to work on the path to the museum. First I did this little waterfall where I knew I wanted my bridge to be. I decided to start with this because I figured it would take up the most room. Unfortunately, it did not go completely as planned because once I tried placing the bridge here with the waterfall like this, it wouldn't work. Instead of freaking out and redoing everything I had just done, I just adjusted the river a little bit towards the bottom and moved a couple trees around, and I ended up getting to fit like just right along this waterfall. Not exactly the look I was going for, but I think it came out okay in the end. Right before getting started with my paths, I went ahead and made little circles where I knew I wanted the Valiant statues to go. This made sure I wouldn't overlap them with any pathing just in case. By this time, I've had a lot of experience with the path. I'm even working on my own version of it now, so this came pretty easy to me. Sorry I can't really show off more of my process, it's hard to with just taking clips. Once the main path was down, I just filled it in with the rest of the stones and other little landscape things I have on the rest of my island. While grinding for the rest of the furniture I added this little back area just to give us some landscape in the background and have a little something going on back here, fill this space. I also added this little pond and lake spot just in front of the museum, just so I could have something up here as well. One last thing I decided to leave in because I've been wanting to show it in my videos. If you have a lot of flowers overgrowing and you don't want to overclutter with too many designs or anything like that, keep a spare, just plain transparent design on you if you have room. If you place these down, it won't show anything there and it will keep the flowers from growing. I use this trick all the time. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and maybe got some inspiration out of it. If you have any questions or feedback, let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching and your time, and a huge thank you for 100 subscribers. I can't believe I finally hit that mark. I hope to see you in the next one.